Hey everybody, welcome back to Good Morning San Diego. The time now is 7:41. April is Volunteer Appreciation Month, and we're highlighting many San Diego nonprofits doing some great work in our community, working with volunteers. Mr. Don Wells is no stranger to our airwaves. He is the CEO of Just in Time Foster Youth, and he's with us this morning with a volunteer, Mr. Dave Clark, who's on the inside rail. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. But Mr. Wells,
thanks for having us.
Why don't you set it up? First of all, talk about Just in Time, and then talk about the importance of helping one another out.
Right. So Just in Time helps young people who are aged out of the foster care system, and they leave the foster care system often without a sense of community, connection, or belonging. So at the core of what we do, we provide a lot of resources to help them graduate from college, get a job, all those things. But the foundation of what we do is recognizing that the biggest gap they have is that lack of connection and belonging, and there's no way that we could provide that, because we serve about 3,600 youth that are part of our community. We couldn't do that as a staff. We rely on volunteers to make that happen, and those connections are ongoing and long-term. It's not just coming in and doing it for a couple of months. It's really making that connection for youth, which changes things for them completely.
Mr. Wells, I've known you for a long time. We've had this conversation numerous times here on KUSI. In your view, is it getting better as far as your mission statement? Do you feel like you're making even more progress?
We are. We have the community. Our whole organization is community-based, and we could not do anything to help these young people in the way that we do without those volunteers. So Volunteer Appreciation Month is a great time for me, because we can appreciate those people who show up over and over again. And again, it's really about showing up. I remember there was one time I was listening to a conversation between a new volunteer and one who had been around for a while, and the new volunteer was saying, "I'm not even sure I have anything to offer these young people." And the person who had been doing it for a while said, "You know what? They're not used to people showing up. So if you show up, you've already exceeded expectations."
You've already won. So why don't you brag on the guy sitting next to you right now? Tell us about this special volunteer.
Well, Dave is one of our extraordinary volunteers, and he has all kinds of stories about that thing about showing up, and achieving wonderful things in the lives of young people.
Mr. Clark, tell us about just showing up.
It's showing up is extremely rewarding and fulfilling. You never know what someone's going to need. And so the weekly meetings or the phone calls or the lunch that I do with people that I work with, I just come in, meet them where they're at, and try to be there instead and walk alongside them. It's extremely rewarding to have that experience.
What do you say to the individual that says, "Oh man, I don't know what I have to offer. I don't have anything, you know, like I don't feel like I'm an expert at any one thing. What good can I do?" How do you answer that question?
Just in Time has great programs. Over 20 years, they're well thought out. As coach, we're taught how to coach. We have coach approach for training, how to interact with them, so that we know how to be there and stand up for them and help them be confident individuals. But you don't need any special skills. They have all the tools. You're there to kind of work alongside these individuals, help guide them, support them, encourage them, and sometimes be a sounding board for them.
When you're sitting around with your buddies talking about what we're talking about, what's the story, what's the signature moment that you reflect on, that you share with other people, that explains this entire mission?
I've had a 3-year relationship with one of the participants that I first met, and was honored to go to his graduation last May. He invited me, and he didn't have family, but he had me, and it was great.
That would make me cry.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. The thing to remember is that when you were 18, if you went out into the world and you had no support, what would that feel like? All that anxiety, I can't make a mistake, there's nobody backing me up, I have to do everything perfectly, which you can't do as an 18-year-old anyway. And so having somebody there that you know you can count on changes that whole thing. It changes.
I had all that anxiety with the greatest support system on the planet.
Exactly, right.
So we have to wrap this up. People, you can't have too many volunteers, right?
We can't have too many volunteers.
So make your pitch. That's your camera right there. Tell the people how to get signed up.
The young people are there waiting for people who are going to be there and give them that sense of community and connection. And again, showing up, you've already exceeded expectations, because they've been so disappointed in their lives leading up to now with people not showing up and doing what they promised. So go to our website, gitfosteryouth.org, and there are opportunities for, no matter where you are, there's opportunities for you to help.
Mr. Wells, Mr. Clark, I promise you I'll post this up on our website before I leave the building, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in, and I hope a lot of people answer the call. We'll be right back with more Good Morning San Diego. Time now.